one of the most prevalent narratives in retail over the last few years has been the bifurcation of retail. Okay. Things are
Yeah.
moving towards luxury, things are moving towards value. Makes a lot of
Mhm.
sense. Again, a lot of evidence of how true that concept is. I think the one thing, if you actually believe wholeheartedly in that narrative, then there's almost a direct consequence of it that leads to the trifurcation of retail, where there's a third element that
I'm
comes.
sorry, trifurcation.
Trifurcation. Okay.
I'm making up
Do you
words.
get
I'm sorry.
immediately moved in like 2 grades ahead for using that
Yeah,
word?
I, I hope so. This is my Shakespeare moment.
Nice.
We're making up words as we go. But it's I actually think it leads to the return of the middle. And I've talked about this. We've talked
Oh,
about this
wow.
before. I love this concept a lot. And I think it's because there is a ceiling on how much that can be done and these spaces are saturated. And the value segment has shown that a ton in the last 6 months. So
Hmm.
again, increasing investments in Five Below and upper end products, increasing investments from brands like Dollar General and Top Shelf as opposed to their flagship. The challenges that you know, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, so much of what we looked at when we looked at why they were closing stores, and there's lots of stories of, oh, there was issues with their warehouses, there's issues with their store experience. There was also tremendous cannibalization from their true trade areas between stores that they owned. So they
Hmm.
had too many locations within an
Right.
area where their consumers were willing to travel. So you don't need both of those locations. And I think what we're realizing is there's not infinite expansion opportunity. There's only a limited amount of stores that can exist within a given space within that value lane. And therefore, to find new places to expand and grow, you need to figure out how to deliver in other spaces. Now, I don't think Dollar General is launching a luxury, retail brand. And so I think the next step up is what we've seen with Top Shelf. It's that degree of separation above. And as we think about where that's going, it's telling us that retail there's lots of places to go if you're looking for value. There's lots of competition and places to go when you're looking for luxury. And so there's two ways of looking at it. One, like I think you're going to see the return of the middle. Brands like, in my mind, Target, who understand what we're willing to spend on and what we want to save on and how to put those all together in a combined experience. Or more striations of the value lane. So different layers of that where there's full value and slightly lesser value and kind of like light value, and that could be the approach as well. But I think either way, we are seeing that there is a ceiling on how much these brands can truly expand.